I've been on a lot of yo-yo diets, probably like you, and as one does when they're on a diet, I searched up inspirational quotes and came across one that said, "Failure is not the opposite of success, it's a part of it." And I went on with my life, not thinking much about it, and then I failed again. And I realized how important that small statement was. That I might fail 100 times, but as long as I'm trying, and as long as I don't give up, and as long as I pick myself back up, I haven't actually lost. I'm just learning a lot of ways that don't work. And I've been sucking for a while now. I've been doing a really good job at failing for a while now. And I think I'm ready to take the next step. I think I have succeeded so much that I now know the path I need to go on. Hey, I'm Amber. This is my very first video, and I'm a work in progress. I have 35, no, I don't. I have 34. Why am I making myself older? I have 34 years of experience with life. I'm not gonna bore you with all of those years, so I'm just gonna do some highlights for you. I was pretty normal size throughout school and high school. I was one of those people who would like chunk up a little bit and then go through a growth spurt and kind of like thin back out. And I would do that like over the course of maturing, growing up. So weight was something that I never felt awesome in my body, but I also didn't feel like an outcast or really understand what it meant to be the heaviest person in the room. I did not have a weight problem until I was almost 20. And then very rapidly, I gained 30 or 40 pounds. So I went to the doctor and was diagnosed with PCOS, or polycystic ovarian syndrome. I also have insulin resistance. So since then, which is now 14 years, I have struggled to maintain a healthy weight. Have I lost weight? Yes. Have I kept it off? Obviously not, or else we wouldn't be here. About a year after my daughter was born, I was able to lose 50 pounds. It took me about a year and a half, but by the time I had gotten to where I was at my goal weight, I was eating so little calories that it just wasn't sustainable, and I broke and gained a whole bunch of weight back. Over the years of trying pretty much every diet you can think of, I've always seemed to come back to this place where I'm overweight again. It all really came to a head for me about a year and a half ago when I realized I was actually putting on weight eating 1,500 calories. I was miserable and I was still gaining weight. So what is the point, right? Around that time, Abby Sharp, who is a dietitian and has a YouTube channel, posted about something called intuitive eating. So I purchased the book that she was basing all this off of, and I decided to commit the next year of my life to it. It really helped me gain a healthy relationship with food. It helped me identify the eating disorders that I had, and almost like the triggers that lead me to them. It's not like they hand you a certificate and be like, hey, you've completed intuitive eating and now you are healed. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen. So these are still things that I struggle with, but now because of intuitive eating, I can recognize those patterns and try to stop the behavior. It didn't come without a cost. I gained 30 pounds during this year, which I was already heavier and I was already wanting to lose weight. So then gaining 30 pounds on top of that really, really sucked. All right, I'm probably in a different place here because I had to take a phone call from the school. They're sending the kids home early because it might snow. And they won't have school tomorrow because it might snow. So to say people from Texas are not used to cold weather and snow is an understatement. I just want you to take my kid. What do I have to do? You want me to be a responsible parent? All right. So like I was saying, intuitive eating helped, but it didn't cure me. I have learned the signs and patterns, basically. Kind of like, what do they call that when you play poker? And, a tell. That's what it is. I basically learned my body's tells. So I kind of know when it's acting shady. Which brings me to now. I finally have a healthy relationship with food, but I was not ever to the place to where I could kind of naturally lose weight by just intuitive eating, by just listening to my hunger cues. I really need something else to help, but I want to honor all the things I've learned over this past year. And so that brings me to a really weird, tricky spot where I know I need to honor my body's hunger cues and I need to nourish my body while still wanting to have a smaller body. So what do you do? Where do you go from that? How do you lose weight and eat less calories without feeling deprived? I definitely don't have all the answers right now, but I do have a plan. Whether that plan will work, I don't know. I've done some research and I found a plan that I think might work for me. I just want to emphasize, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. This is not what I'm recommending for you. I'm just simply taking you on my journey, and this is what I am deciding to do. Watching some YouTube videos, I found someone called Miss Fit and Nerdy, and she talks about implementing mini cuts. Now, what that is if you take like a 4-week block, for 1 to 3 weeks, you need to be at a calorie deficit, which means eating less than your maintenance calories. But then 1 to 2 weeks, go back to eating a normal maintenance amount of calories. I've spent the last month kind of determining what my maintenance calories are, which are around 2,000. This is kind of low for someone my size. If I go onto one of the online calculators, I should be at least 2,300 calories to maybe even 2,500 calories, but I've done a lot of damage to my metabolism. And only a year and a half ago, I was gaining weight at 1,500 calories. So honestly, I'm pretty thankful that I'm at the 2,000 calorie mark. So what my journey is gonna look like is from 1 to 3 weeks, I'm going to eat 1,700 calories. And then for 1 to 2 weeks, I'm going to eat my maintenance calories, which are 2,000. I still want to honor my body. I still want to listen to my body. So this might change over time, and as it should. I think we should all be changing and evolving as we get new information. I might find out 1,700 calories is too low. I might find out 3 weeks on 1,700 calories isn't suiting me and might need to go a week on, a week off. I don't know. We'll find out together. So the idea behind this is it's supposed to keep your body from adjusting to those lower calories so your metabolism stays high. I will put a link below for the video I found that I think does a really good job describing this method. So I'm not gonna just be focusing on getting lower calories, higher calories, depending on what week I am. I'm also gonna be focusing on what I'm putting in my mouth, this being protein, fiber, and fat. I do really well with a higher fat, higher protein diet, That might not be what works for you, but it's what works for me. So I'm gonna really try to stick to that. I'm not gonna be looking for certain macros. I'm just going to be keeping it in the forefront of my mind as I'm picking what I'm eating. Where's my fat? Where's my fiber? Where's my protein? Making sure I'm getting these things and not focusing on all the things I can't have. Because honestly, after doing intuitive eating, I know I can have them. I just don't want them because they don't serve me. I'm not sure if I've mentioned it yet, but with my PCOS, I have higher inflammation in my body. Because of that, I have to stay away from gluten because it causes inflammation in my body. I am also lactose intolerant, so I eat a very small amount of cheese, but everything else is pretty much dairy-free. Alcohol is one of those things that I might have when I have my 2,000 calories, but when I only have 1,700 calories, I don't want to waste those calories on something that isn't going to nourish my body. Now that I have my plan of attack for food, I also want to plan for my movement. And I'm going to keep it really simple to begin with. Right now, I'm just trying to get 10,000 steps a day and then do some yoga or some body movement like squats, lunges, those kind of things, 3 to 4 times a week. I need to keep it really simple or else I will overdo it and probably hurt myself because I get really obsessive, or I'll just give up because doing everything at once is really, really hard, and that sucks. Now in the future, I really plan on adding running because heart disease is something that runs in my family, and that is a priority for me to have a healthy heart, but I also really like to weightlift. So in the future, I look forward to doing those things. I just don't want to overwhelm myself right now. So the last thing I want to focus on is my mental and emotional health. Because if I cannot love myself with who I am right now, I will not love myself after losing 20, 50, or even 70 pounds. I know this because I have done this and it was never enough. And I am already enough. And I'm going to leave a video below that I think really summarizes what kind of mental space I'm in now. And I think something for you to think about before ever starting your journey. So now I have a plan for what I'm eating, how I'm moving, and the good kind of mental clarity I need to be successful in this process. And I really would love it if you would come along and leave comments below because I'm sure you're on your own journey. I don't think it's about keeping each other accountable. I think it's about loving and supporting each other, meeting each other where we're at. So why am I putting this on YouTube? I've thought about this a lot, and honestly, it's because all the people I love to watch didn't start posting videos until they were already significantly smaller. And I understand why, because you don't know if what you're gonna do is gonna work. Is this gonna be the time I don't succeed? Do I want everyone to see that? It's a very vulnerable and scary place to be. And so I understand wanting to know that you have something that's working for you before starting. Also, it helps, you feel good about yourself. You've already lost weight and now you want to share. But I've always wanted to go back in time and watch where they were when they were my size. These people have already learned some hard lessons. They've already mentally become almost like a different person than who they were. And although I love them, I could have related to them a lot more at the beginning of their journey. So that's what this is. This is the beginning of my journey. I want you to come along. We're probably gonna laugh and cry together. We're definitely gonna make some delicious food together. And I want you to know that your whole life shouldn't be about weight loss. And this whole channel won't be only about weight loss because we're so many things. We're moms, we're daughters, we're wives, we're uncles and dads and whoever you might be. Our life shouldn't only be about weight loss. How sad would that be? So this channel is much more than just weight loss. In fact, I hope it's more about healthy habits and less about weight loss. But there are also holidays that we're gonna celebrate. I used to run a bakery out of my house, so I can teach you cool tricks of cookie decorating and cake decorating. We can try some delicious recipes because your girl loves to eat. Y'all, it's gonna be a good time. We're gonna make cakes and cookies and gluten-free recipes and do our makeup and our toes and walk dogs and do all sorts of stuff. So you don't wanna miss it. You gotta keep coming back. Where are you, little lens? I see you. See, that's my sticker. I'm putting it right below so I know where to look. Ta-da! I'm a genius. Who said YouTube's hard? Me. I said it's hard. Like 2 minutes of the video, I hadn't even said a damn thing, so it's hard. Just a ghost. Just that freaking pale, guys. I don't know what to tell you. It's all up in my business. Can't see my beautiful necklaces. All right. That's one click down. Why is that one click down? How have I been recording for 5 fucking minutes already and I have done nothing? Not a damn thing. I don't know what I'm doing. What do you want? Come here. Are you scared of the tripod? Do you scared of me? No tripod. Oh goodness, you sure are. Oh goodness. He's scared of the brand new camera tripod. Oh god. Yep. I love you too. Okay, go away. Go away. Go take a nap. Bye. Bye.